everybody, and welcome back to Becoming the Joneses. This is episode 2. First, we like to thank everyone who tuned in to episode number 1, and if you have not watched it yet, make sure that you go on either of our pages so that you find out, how we met, how we became a couple.
Right.
So everything will make sense when we go into the proposal story today. Take it away, Carrie.
All right, so the date is December 21st, 2018.
Winter solstice.
Is that?
Yes, the first day of winter.
December 18th?
December 21st.
Oh, it's 2018. Gotcha.
Keep going.
So the date is December 21st, 2018. That's the day we got engaged. Before that, of course, everything as, if you've probably been watching some of the Layla's videos, becoming Mrs. Jones, she's had everything planned, bam, 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 for the longest time. So, of course, getting married, getting engaged, all this was already on the books, ready to go, right? But, so leading into that, came over to her house, of course, to talk to her parents and everything, came over, talked to her dad. He was actually, like, in the middle, it was like the middle of the day, I think I left work, on my lunch break or something, came over here.
Now this, I did not know that he had came and talked to my dad. Keep going.
But he was, like, in the middle of, like, cleaning anything, so I came over, and the house smelled like pine saw. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a good day. Smells pretty good, nice and lemony fresh. Everything was cool, of course. Been here for some years now, so there's no issues with that. And then I think, I don't know if it was maybe a week later or something like that, I think I came and talked to her mom.
Now this I knew about because my mom tells me everything. Now, so what had happened was I was at work and my mom calls me and she was like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "At work." And she was like, "Well, CJ's over here." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, he knows I'm at work. Like, did he say what he wanted? And she was like, "No." So immediately I'm thinking, oh my God, he's going to talk to my mom, about, asking for my hand in marriage and stuff. So I'm like, well, once he's gone, call me back. So now I guess pick up what happened when you came to talk to her.
I mean, nothing really. It's just regular conversation. Same thing. Talk to her dad. Of course, like I said, I've been here for years, and I mean, she was fine with everything. Of course, it was much longer talking to her mother because, of course, she wants to have a whole novel chapter conversation. But
y'all know how my mom is.
That's what.
That was gonna be my question. Who was it easier to talk to, my dad or my mom? I know the answer. My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all know my mom is a little extra, but we thank God for her life. So yeah. So after he left, my mom called me back. Or maybe I called her, I don't remember. But I was actually sitting outside of his house. And so...
What?
Yeah. So I had left work and I came over to your house. But I called my mom sitting outside of your house. I didn't tell you that I was outside or nothing. I called my mom first. And I said, so what did he want? And she was she was laughing. And I'm like... What does that mean? She's like, you know what he came over to talk about. And I said, no, that's what I'm asking you. She's like, he asked for your hand in marriage. And so I'm like, oh my God, well, what did you say? And so she was like, of course I asked him some questions, but at the end of it, I was like, well, how could I say no? That, obviously that he loves you and cares about you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's okay. And so then I started crying. Not because I thought she would say, like, no, well, y'all know how my mom is. My mom is just very protective because I am her only child. I didn't know what she was gonna say, so they were definitely tears of joy, like, oh my god, blah 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 blah. So then I like try and pull myself together because I'm crying because I'm a Cancer and I'm very emotional, so I cry at like the drop of a hat. And so I'm trying to pull myself together before I go inside his house. And so when I get to his door, you could still tell that I was crying. He was like, well, what's wrong? And I think somebody had died around this time or something. And so I said, oh, I'm just sad about so-and-so passing away. And that was it. I mean, of course, I was sad that that person passed away, but that's not why I was crying. Forgive me, Lord. But anyway,
what?
So yeah. I thought I told you that.
No.
Oh, well.
You exploited someone's death.
No,
for your own personal gain.
But what did I gain? I gained nothing.
I don't know.
I told a little story.
Okay.
Forgive me, Lord. Okay, so fast forward to, so that was either that Monday or Tuesday of the week we got engaged. Fast forward to Wednesday when we started talking about, oh, what we were going to do that weekend.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I forgot where we were planning to go, where I had planned to go first.
Ice skating.
Okay, ice skating down the canal side because they had like the tree lighting already, and so it was nice decorated. They had the winter background and everything. It was real nice. A lot of people. It was going to be really good. But I think at first you were like, I don't feel like going or something like that.
Well, we were going back and forth because it was either ice skating and then there was this other event that we were looking at going to that night too.
Okay.
That Friday night.
So we didn't really end up doing either of them. Right.
Tell them why.
I don't know why.
I was sick.
No, the first reason was you didn't feel like going.
No.
Yeah. And then I was going to go somewhere else, I forgot. Or maybe that's what you're talking about, the other place. We were thinking about going.
Right. Okay. So I said I didn't feel like going ice skating because I was sick and it was supposed to be cold outside.
I mean, it was winter. It's December. It's
no, but it was a different kind. Like, it was supposed to be snowing and blowing. And I'm like, I'm sick. I don't feel like being outside doing that.
So the real story is that she just didn't want to go out and do nothing because she always wanted to stay home.
I'm a homebody.
So that's the first one. But then we planned to go to this other place. We can't remember where that was. But she was like, then that's when she said she was sick. Right. So, like, okay, whatever. Well, just come over. Always like we do all the time. We just hang out, do whatever. So at the time, we were reading...
Wait a minute. You going too fast. So before he got to my house, I went to go get my nails done. Because this was the week before we were going... Well, one, it was the week before Christmas. And the week before we were going out of town to Philadelphia for the Christian Education Convention. So I went to go get my nails done. I was scheduled to get my hair done the next day. So my hair was not done.
Is this important?
It is, but my nails were. My nails were done.
Bad and bullshit.
And he forgot to mention that we got Little Caesars pizza because that's our thing to do is get Little Caesars.
All right.
Now you can pick up.
I forgot where I was in between Little Caesars and your nails. All right, so we were reading David and Tamla Mann's book, Us Against the World, right?
Very good book.
Right. So we came over. I came over. We had pizza, of course. Then we were gonna read probably a chapter or something in the book. So we were coming from the kitchen into her living room. And I don't know if she went in her room or something like that first.
I went to go get the book and a blanket.
Right. I just walked into the living room, still had the lights off, and I think I set up my phone on the bookshelf or something over here. And she walked in and turned the lights on. She looked over and saw us, like, CJ, stop taking pictures of me. My hair ain't done. What are you doing? And so I said, wait a minute. I said, before we finished reading the book, David and Tamla Mann's book, Us Against the World, I want to talk about you and me how we can have our own story of us against the world. And then I asked her, I proposed, and then I put out the ring, got on one knee and everything. And then this girl sit here and started laughing. I'm like,
Okay, so that's his version of it. Let me tell my version. So again, like I said, my hair wasn't done. I wasn't feeling good. I was sick. I was in my house clothes. My comfy, you know, when you get home from work and you put on something comfortable that you wear around the house. This was very chill, comfortable evening. I walk in, CJ always be trying to take pictures of me. And so immediately when I see the phone set up, my exact words were, CJ, I don't feel like taking no pictures. And that's exactly how I said it. And he was like, they're not for taking pictures. It's not taking pictures. I said, then what is it for? And he said, it's a video. And of course, I'm like, a video for what? And so then he like takes the book and a blanket out of my hand. And then he kissed me. He's like, a video of us kissing. And I'm like, well, what you want a video of us kissing for? And so then that's when he said, you know, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I want us to write our own story about us against the world.
Yeah. We're doing this one for all the ladies. H-Town.
That's how it happened.
that's how it went.
That's how it went. So this is all video recorded, but like I said, my hair was not done and I was in my house clothes. So
Bad and bougie.
I mean, it could have been if we had been where we were supposed to go that night.
that was not the Lord's will. His will was for us to get engaged in my living room. So that's how you know if a man really loves you. If your hair not done, if you sick in your body and you can't get well, and you in your comfortable clothes, and he still chooses to propose to you, that man really loves you.
So that's our story of how we became engaged.
Oh, I was trying to get this one. So yeah, so that's our proposal story. And so of course, I immediately started taking pictures of my ring. Oh, yes. So my reaction, it wasn't because I was amused or because it was funny. I think I was so caught off guard that my only reaction was to laugh. Because when he got down on his knee, I'm like, are you serious? I look a mess. And there was the laughter. But
Once again, I say that's your fault. It didn't have to be that way. It could have been another way.
well, either way, my hair still wasn't done. My hair appointment wasn't until the next
You
morning.
would have had a hat on. You could have put a beret on. We would have been outside.
I don't wear hats.
Underneath a nice Christmas tree or the mistletoe. And it would have been a nice backdrop.
That's fine. What do we call this? Because my living room is like Oriental. Oh, is that we can't say Oriental? Isn't that offensive?
Everything's offensive in this world nowadays.
Well,
Whatever. Anyway, it don't matter. It was Christmas. It was Christmas decorations up. So
yes, okay. But anyway, so I wasn't laughing at him. I think I was just in shock. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't cry. Because I really thought, like, I was just going to cry. Because like I said, I cry at everything. Like, I read cards that people, like, have given me over the years. And I start crying reading the cards. But I didn't cry when we got engaged. Which I think is for the best. Because it would have been an ugly cry. Like, but yeah. So that's how the story we got engaged. So of course immediately I started taking pictures and I started texting people, just like pictures of my ring. I didn't even say nothing, just started texting people. And people started calling me like, oh my God, congratulations, and stuff like that. And then so my parents are upstairs asleep, and so I like go upstairs and I like did like this. And they were like, okay.
Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries.
They were unfazed. They're like, can you turn the light out so we can go back to sleep? And then we just like stayed up. Like he stayed over till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we just were up like talking. Did we like start planning that night?
I mean, like everything's been planned for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much. I did register for the bridal show that was in January that day. So yeah, he left at like 3, and then I stayed up, and then my mom woke up at like 5, and then we was just up talking. So it was a very long night. But it was the happiest night of my life.
Until you go to Disney World, I guess. That's the most magical place on earth, right?
Wherever I'm with you is magical.
Aww.
Till next time.
This is Becoming the Joneses.